Hi there guys, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. Luke here, and I'm back with Josh from Three Spires
Hello.
for some SkirmishCast, Sunday night hobby and chat chill time. Looks like we've got I know Al's joining us, I can see he's in the comments, so he'll be with us as well. And thanks to anybody else who's joining us tonight, guys. Hope you are having a good weekend, or have had a good weekend now, I suppose. And yeah, we'll just as always tonight we'll just be chilling, chatting about the general topics of the week, and of course getting some more. Most importantly, getting some good hobbying done, ready for the tabletop. But please do feel free, guys, as always, to drop into the comments, bring up whatever topics you wish to. Me and Josh are always happy to discuss whatever you want. Obviously, anything skirmish gaming related is even better. Yeah, well, I'm tonight working on Bot War, as you may have seen from the thumbnail. So I've just base coated, literally, that's Humvee, and I'm going to have to find out the name of the other one because I cannot remember what her name is. Stelia, the female one. So you've got Stelia and Humvee there on the right-hand side of you guys. And then on the thumbnail, actually, there is this big guy.
Oh, he's big.
Yeah, I haven't done the base, but he's one of the bots that they all combine into.
Oh, wow.
So just to give you an idea.
Wow.
Pretty cool, guys. So if you didn't think about getting into bot war already, this is definitely something that'll make you interested. But yeah, you have like 4 or 5 bots that combine in to make this guy. So he's one of the larger bots for the Atlanticans, the ones who rise up from under the sea. So he's pretty awesome. So he's more or less done. I've just got to base him. So it's a bit hard to tell in this light, but he's got all his highlights done. He's got a bit of touching up to do, but he's more or less there. And then Josh, I know you're working on Genestealer Cults tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, so I'm doing my Rusted Claw Genestealer Cults, one I've already painted. And
sweet.
Most of these have got shotguns in this squad I'm painting up tonight.
Nice. Is that from didn't you get the starter box set?
I did ages ago, yeah. So when 9th edition came out, I decided I'll get a new army and pretty much just brought the start box and a couple of, bits to go along with it. Not much. About 500 points in total I've got.
Cool.
I've just got 2 units of Neophyte to paint up, then all of them will be painted.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nice. So yeah, we've both got plenty of stuff to be getting on with, guys. I can see you've got people jumping in the comments already. Loving that you guys are joining us tonight. Sorry that we missed last weekend, guys. I've had a lot of trouble going on in the new year around family and things, but it's all smoothing out for now. So we're able to get back onto these Sunday night streams. And I think it's next Sunday night. It's my birthday, so I'm still planning on doing one. But I'll be extra cool because I love hanging out with you guys anyway. But it'd be cool to do one more or less on my birthday, so that'd be rather enjoyable. But good to see you guys here. Got Elle there in the comments. Hello, fellow skirmishers. I wish a jolly fine evening to you all. Fine evening to you too, Elle Cluley.
Good evening now.
Mr. Cluley. Kevin, Elderblog's joining us. Good to see you, buddy, as always. Thanks for joining us. Ruas 321 joins us. What a surprise with the Sunday hangout. I'm ready to chill with you. Us too, Ruas. Us too. Good to see you, buddy. And Haristos is in there as well. Hi, buddy. Good to see you joining us. And then we've got, Kev says, looks like Gundam. Yeah, the big dude actually does, doesn't he, to be fair? That, that kind of Transformers Gundam vibe, definitely, with these dudes. Pretty cool. Timothy Greaves is joining us as well. Hi there, buddy. Nice to see you joining us. Loving you guys jumping in the comments. And let us know, guys, if you're working on anything cool tonight, or if you're just here for a hangout and whatnot. As always, to chat about things from the week. I don't really know what news really in terms of skirmishing has come out this week per se. Obviously, you've had more reveals and more kind of info that's dropped on the Prior Nexus front. If any of you guys are interested in Kill Team, I know that there's been a few more reveals with that, and we've kind of had leaks and things as well. There's been a lot of info coming out on Kill Team, so yeah. I've had more Bot War stuff sent to us, so I'm painting that up now, ready to come out. I'm hoping to do it for the next battle report next week, guys, to do a new battle report for Bot War, and then the following week will be probably Kill Team Prior Nexus, because we'll get that next weekend. So sooner I get Prior Nexus, the sooner I can get that done and out. But yeah, exciting times for that to come out. It's the first thing that we've had as Kill Team fans for blooming ages. So yeah. And Stargrave has is dropping. I haven't seen a review yet on that Horizon actually. But yeah, you're right. Stargrave is dropping, and I'll need to check that out now. I did not know that a review has dropped for that, so that's pretty cool. I know that stuff's been dropping elsewhere for Prior Nexus for those who have been getting that early, but we're not lucky enough really. But to get that kind of stuff. Stargrave, I'm excited for. I have pre-order, so hopefully that maybe even arrives earlier. We can get on that. Who knows? Kev says, subject. Anyone have good ideas to keep your hobby space clean?
No.
If any of us do, but I mean, spending hundreds of dollars in the US on just storage space, as in like just shelving everywhere, you end up just going higher up your walls, to my knowledge. Usually it's just higher and higher and higher and higher up your walls to full of models under your bed, every crevice in my room, all miniatures, arts and crafts supplies. So I'm sorry, buddy, I cannot help on that front. That's one video I won't be doing anytime soon. But I did drop a video early today for our Patreon members, which is the next video to come out after this, which will be short video, about 15 minutes long. I did a top 7 solo skirmish games to help get you through lockdown. So my top 7 suggestions for solo play games that you can get hold of to get you through the rest of lockdown. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that one as well. I think it might be quite helpful to some people. And I love doing a good top 5, top 7 video as well. That's always good fun to do. But yeah. Al says, Josh, shotguns, huh? Never found much use for them. I keep meaning to expand Dr. Frickenberg's Genestealer Cults. Yeah.
Reason we've got shotguns, because they look cool.
Yeah, they do.
That's the only reason. I haven't really built this army for competitive or to win games. Or just literally picked an army while look cool and when we're shotguns. Yeah, so yeah.
Fair dues. Rule of cool.
Yeah, pretty much. I know.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Hrystar says, I think the only review for Stargrave is by Rob Wargaming. Rob Wargaming. Is that the Rob that's from Mini Wargaming? Hrystar, by any chance? I'm not sure. Otherwise, who it is. But yeah.
I thought it was a Spiky Bits, Rob.
Is it?
Rob Wargame. I'm pretty sure it's Spiky Bits, yeah.
That might be who he means then, yeah.
I might be completely wrong, but...
Fair play. And Kevin says, I'm sitting in the middle of hobby room trying to get this space clean. Oh, dear. Yeah, I know your pain, buddy. Imagine what it's like for us as well with all the stuff we have for the studio. It's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
But there we go.
Mine's the same.
Yeah, it's one of many banes of a hobbyer's life, wargaming hobbyer's life, I suppose. To be fair, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. We all learn to adjust and cope, I guess.
Unless you got a dedicated game stream with everything set up.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's the way it is, guys. I'm just working on Humvee. I'm just doing his. You can probably see actually on the camera there, a little Mohican. just putting some white stripes on him. Pretty cool, actually. And then I have actually got this dude here as well. That's Transistor.
Oh, wow.
He's just metal, obviously. Some of them are metal, some of them are plastic for their models, but most of them are plastic. But he's got a pet like dog mechanic dog, so that's pretty awesome. So I've got him to do as well. Domino, I think it is Domino and Transistor. Pretty cool.
Nice.
So he will be getting done at some point as well. But I base coated these today, so I thought I'll do these. I might get on to doing Transistor as well. We'll wait and see. And I was tempted to do. I have some Assault Intercessors to paint up Ultramarine style, ready for Prior Nexus next week. But I haven't got my Ultramarine base coat. I've got it on order, so until that comes through, I won't be doing that. But otherwise, that's what I would have been doing tonight. So yeah, there is that.
How you getting on with contrasts, by the way?
Contrasts.
Yeah.
I've had them arrive. I've had a little play around with some of them. I'm not sure yet. They're not bad. It might be a case that I sell some of them on that I don't use, and then I find some of them helpful and some of them not. But I figured I might as well I'll get all of them and then just trial which ones I like, which ones I don't. And needs up my painting, then great. So for Humvee there was just base coated with spray paint, so wasn't needed anything else there. Guys tend to be a bit better with paint because they're so blocky that you can't really use contrast too well on them.
No, fair enough.
But yeah, some of the contrasts are very handy. We'll wait and see. Right.
A few people working on Genestealer Cults tonight, by the looks of it.
Yeah. And Al says shotguns for Prior Nexus might be the bomb, though. Yeah, could well be. Expecting that there might be a day one fact drop, actually, for the game in general. Because for Kill Team, because if they're updating Space Marines and Necrons to the new 9th edition rules, then you would hope they're going to at least fact the other factions before they get proper releases. But we'll wait and see with that.
I'll happily play a game of Kill Team if people want Genestealer Cults, but I would have to learn the rules first.
They do tend to be quite popular because the first ever box set had them in, so
yeah.
A lot of people tend to like watching them. But
or send them over for you to play with.
Yeah, we have got L's, Dr. Frickenberg stuff, but we haven't got a massive variety, to be fair. It's just the stuff that was in the original box set.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. Not a bad little selection. Yeah, Horizstar says, currently working on my Genestealer Cults and getting some dipping done. Nice. Is that mostly for a full-size army, bud, or just for Kill Team? Do let me know. That's I don't mind a bit of Genestealer Cults. I've always preferred Tyranids, but I do find them interesting. They've never quite floated my boat, but they are quite cool. I prefer their vehicles, actually. I think their vehicles are quite cool.
I got drawn to the vehicles.
Yeah, I'll tell you what the vehicles remind me of. Has anybody ever played Red Faction Guerrilla?
No.
The vehicles from that. I don't know what it is, just something about the vehicles that they have, like the buggies and stuff like that. They remind me of Red Faction. But I love Red Faction Guerrilla. That was a great game. If you haven't played that, it's like one of the first games ever that brought out a fully destructible world. It was amazing. Anybody in the comments will probably come in and say about Red Faction Guerrilla. It was a great little game. The original one's quite old now, actually. Kevin says Prior Nexus is real expensive. You get like no terrain. To be fair, though, it's cheaper than I thought it would be. It's come out at like, what is it, 95 odd quid?
95, we're in a retail.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more than that, in all honesty. So if you get it from somewhere, we all know you can get it cheaper elsewhere. You're going to be looking at like 75, 80 quid. I don't think that's that bad with what you get in the set, to be honest. And that's coming from me, and I don't really like the idea of it anyway. I was never that keen on Arena. I prefer the more open table style of play rather than like the dungeon crawling stuff. I still like them. I like any skirmish game, but I do prefer the versatility that an open table game has. But yeah, I don't have tons against it, but
Yeah, for Games Workshop price, I thought it weren't too bad priced for.
No, I didn't think it was too bad. Like saying at the cheaper price that you can technically get it, you get lots of cool little Necron bits in there. That'll be really handy for our open table Necron terrain sets as well, because we've already got some cool Necron terrain.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to get some barricades to add to it. We'll be able to make a really cool kill team setup for Necrons now. Yeah. And Al says my favourite shotgun dude for GSC is the Barrel Rider.
Barrel Rider?
Yeah, he's got a little Genestealer that he made coming out of a barrel.
Oh wow! You have
They're all about stealth, aren't they? And like hiding in the shadows. Yeah.
Yeah, put photo up of that.
Yeah. Hi there, Aquino. Good to see you joining us, buddy. You can try contrast through an airbrush. It works a bit like ink in that way. Fair enough. Interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of anybody saying about contrast through an airbrush, actually.
I'll have to give that a go.
I'm sure there's videos on it, to be fair. I need to get hold of an airbrush as well, actually, but it's not my kind of thing, really. But it probably would speed up my painting and things a lot as well. I just don't like the wastage, personally.
I'll just use it to prime, to be fair, my one.
Yeah, it'd be handy just for prime stuff, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Whether it's rubbish, isn't it? Or like trying to spray stuff and that.
Definitely.
So.
Horizstar says that is officially for Kill Team, but I have more than just 20 models, more like 40. Fair enough. So yeah, good old Kill Team. That's what we like to hear, buddy. Maybe be able to just about push it up to a combat patrol, maybe. Who knows? Al says, I have more to add to Dr. Rickenberg's cult. Fair enough. Obviously got a bit more. Aquino says 80 quid for 2 sprues of monopose infantry and some cardboard is basically paying Australian prices. Yeah. I don't know. The main reason they can do it is still get away with the price. I don't think it's good for the amount of infantry you necessarily get in the set, but I don't know. I prefer it if you got a bit more of a mix of models. But yeah. I'm not really that fussed about new flayed one sculpts, to be honest. But all the other models we'll need, so happy enough with that. And Alderblog says, I guess I just compare it to the previous Kill Team set with the Space Wolves and Tau. I feel like that was much better value. Space Wolves and Tau, yeah. Do you? Do you think that was better value? Maybe. Was that the same price? I thought the Kill Team starter set, the new one, was more like 120 odd. That is still out as well, that starter set. So I thought that was more expensive, but I don't know. Could be wrong there. I think they're about equal value. I've got to be honest there, Kev. To be fair, I'd prefer to get if I was obviously getting into Kill Team, I'd definitely want the proper starter set as opposed to Brian Exus. I just expected Brian Exus to be 120 odd quid again, but Catacombs was that much, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But then again, Catacombs had the extra terrain, the core book again, which we didn't really necessarily need as Warcry players, but I can, I suppose that's that. Yeah. Aristar says, yeah, fairly easy to upgrade to Combat Patrol from here. My Genestealer Cults are not the only ones where I have way more than needed for a full roster. Deathwatch 40 models exceeds even Combat Patrol. Yeah, true. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the fact that, you were speaking about that kind of level. More elite, I guess. But yeah, there we go. And Al says a lot more in Catacombs for value. Yeah, no, I know that, but definitely. I don't, like I say, I don't really rate what they're doing with Brian Exus anyway. I'm not that fussed about it. I'd rather just had proper updates. I mean, it just annoys me how they keep releasing proper match play rules, like competitive Kill Team, in these dungeon-style crawler expansions, and yet they haven't. Games Workshop haven't actually officially released competitive play rulebook and match play rules for normal Kill Team. Really, they haven't given us anything beyond the core book and the elites book and the annual that we had last year, which wasn't really match play stuff. It was narrative. The only stuff we've had secondary objective based scenarios in for Kill Team is in Arena and now Pariah Nexus, which is a bit, I don't know, it's like, what if you don't want to play the dungeon crawler version of the game and you want an open top version of the game with a bit more depth to it? You don't really have a choice. So I don't know. I mean, we've done things before where we've combined the secondary objectives from Arena with normal Kill Team, and it's worked fairly well. But you shouldn't have to do that. They should just give you the option and put it in there. But maybe they are doing that in the new book, and it's not something I've seen yet. But I know they're giving you the card deck for secondary objectives, but you had that in Arena anyway. So it's a bit of a strange one, in my opinion, that we still haven't had that from them. But that's their way of selling different things and expansions, to be fair. And we'll always get them anyway, the channel, so because it's one of our main games, obviously, so one of GW's main skirmish games. But yeah, I still wasn't, like I say, not massively impressed with the game in general anyway, so that's my thoughts, really, to be honest. Well, I've got plenty on my table at the moment to be able to do, so still got Bushido to paint up, but I'm waiting for some base coat spray to do that. I've completely run out of base coat spray, so I'm waiting for all that to arrive to get a lot of painting done, but I've managed to get started on these today because I didn't really need a bit. Well, I had the base coat sprays for these guys so that I needed, so there is that. Alright, let's see what colours we need on this Humvee fella. He's going. Okay. In the middle there. What's everybody else working on tonight, guys? Is anybody else working on some of their own models whilst they're watching? Always interested to know what projects people are doing. Or are you at work, or what are you guys all up to? Do let us know. And last week we were talking about our favourite food takeaways and what and the different food takeaways that you get in different countries. That was actually quite interesting, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie. I say the last week that we did this.
Yeah.
And I did actually think of something the other night that we could actually talk about. I can't remember what it was now, but I'm sure there's many different topics we could bring up like that. But yeah.
Does anyone play Genestealer Cults in Combat Patrol at all? Just to give me any advice on how to play them. Cause I've literally played them once and got table. It was my first ever game at ninth, and yeah, my only ever game at ninth, should I say? So.
That's the only trouble when some people have more experience in a game, I guess, innit? You can get toppled sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I just play like what looks cool, in all fairness.
I know, that's the thing, innit? So a lot of people are a bit too competitive, I think, sometimes.
Yeah.
I got nothing against it. If that floats someone's boat, then fair enough, but
yeah,
if you go to a general club, you've got to appreciate that most people are probably not going to want to be seriously competitive, are they? So
yeah, my mates are really competitive, and like they'll play tournament lists against you.
Yeah,
but they won't actually enter tournaments with them, and it's it's they're not going to better themselves if they're just tabling me every week. So
yeah,
I've stopped playing against them now.
Aquino says, GW will always say it's a model company, not a game company. We will never see reasonable, accessible, updated rules until leadership changes. Yeah, that's the thing. Always the case with GW, isn't it? And Timothy says, I have no idea, have not played Kill Team in about 2 years now. I'm assuming you meant, is it good anymore? It's died out a bit, to be honest, because it's not been updated. They haven't kept updating it really. So, but they haven't really needed to. It looks at the moment like they're just going to keep updating it alongside 9th edition. Which, if that's the case, I think that's great. It'll be great for the channel. It'll be great from my personal perspective for the game. I think if they keep releasing stuff for it, even if it's just these box expansions, it's just great for the game in general because it just puts it out in the public eye more and gets more people playing the game, which is what we want. I always just want more people to play more skirmish games, really. It's fantastic. It's my passion. Ruas says, working on trying to find the Stormcast Warcry warband, sold out everywhere here. Is that the box set you can actually get for Stormcast, dude, with the hunters in it? Because I'm pretty sure, and I was discussing this on the Warcry beginner's guide that I did, there is, I think they only keep out the non-chaos, the non-chaos starter boxes are like limited. I don't think they plan to keep doing them, to be honest. I know the chaos based ones, so like your Splintered Fang and all those ones, the Iron Golems and all that, the Unmade, those will probably stay out because they're the core of the game. But these other ones they put out, like Sylvaneth, the Stormcast one, different things like that, they don't last long. They generally seem to be pretty limited, and then they stop doing them from what I've seen. So there we go. You might find them on other websites that aren't GW, but I know on GW they
I'm
pretty
just
limited.
having a look, to be fair.
Yeah, pretty sure they are.
Because some of the websites I ordered from, they're like quite local, so not many people.
Right,
know
yeah,
them.
might find some.
Yeah, so I'm just having a look. I presume UK based. If not, no point me looking.
Yeah, that's probably true. He's probably there. Might not be UK. I can't remember where Ruas is from, to be fair.
No, sold on that one.
Timothy says, painting Hawthorne's Man Trappers. That's the Warhammer Underworlds warband, isn't it, dude? I think. Also, just a little news for Warhammer Underworlds fans of the channel of old. Maybe some Diachasm coming on the channel in the next few weeks or so, because myself and Nathaniel have figured out a way that we can kind of play the game over video call. It's probably one of the only games I'll be able to play with somebody else over video call, because normal tabletop games are pretty solid to do that way. There's no way of doing that and filming, really, logically, without having somebody actually there opposite you. But with Underworld, it's a grid-based system, so you can almost do, like, my idea anyway is to do almost like a battleship-style grid system where you do an axis on either side of the board. So like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexes across. You give almost like your coordinates of where you're moving your model to or charging your model to, and I think you can fairly easily play the game that way over a video call, and you both just have the same board set up on either side of the stream, and then I can film it at the same time. So I'm hoping that's going to go fairly well, and we might be able to get some Diachasm on the channel, so stay tuned for that, guys. It's quite exciting. But obviously I've got Pariah Nexus coming as well. I've got this new Bot War stuff. I've got Bushido. I've got plenty on my plate, so it's just working out how I'm going to fit it all in. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see with that. But yeah, Underworld's pretty cool. I'll say anything new for Kill Team is great because it means it's not abandoned, plus they teased more to come, whatever that might be. Yes, there is that as well. They have teased that more may be coming, which I'm pretty convinced at the moment anyway, and you'll know pretty soon. I think 9th edition for 40k, they are looking at doing these box sets for each kind of every 2 kind of factions that come out. And I think they're going to also be tied into Kill Team, which is great for Kill Team and it's great for Warhammer because they've been doing the same thing with Age of Sigmar for the last year to 2 years. Every 2 battle tomes that get released, they release a box set. So like the last one was what? Slanesh and you got that one, Josh, didn't you? Slanesh and the new Slanesh Sybarites, and I can't remember what the other one was.
Daughters of Cain.
Daughters of Cain, yeah.
Shadow and Pain, I think
that was it. Yeah. And it looks like 40k 9th edition is doing the same thing, so expect that to be the same for that, and then they tie it maybe into Kill Team each time. That's what I think is going to happen. I don't think we're going to get a reboot for Kill Team now. That's my current thoughts. I think they'll do these releases across the year alongside 9th edition, and then we may be lucky to get an annual at the end of the year that combines a lot of it, but we'll wait and see. And Timothy says, I know I'm just getting into Saga myself, got the rule book on its way. Cool.
Nice.
I have seen a bit on Saga. It's meant to be quite good. It's not really in our kind of flow of things with Skirmish, really. I think they do technically call it a Skirmish game, but it's not, because it's based on squad movement and things like that, and with Saga, as far as I'm aware. But yeah. And Ruas says, I live in Denmark. I thought maybe so. Yeah. Copenhagen? Am I right in saying that you're Copenhagen, Ruas? Pretty sure I remember you saying to me.
The websites I use are sold out, unfortunately, as well. So
yeah. I figured so.
Imagine
I just think in general around the world, like that's the plan with those, is that they're just not gonna keep doing it, be limited. So whenever these box sets come out for Warcry, look at them, get them straight away, because they are a limited run, unless it's one of the Chaos specific factions, in which case they may be out a bit longer. But yeah. And Timothy says, I've been doing a lot of webcam games myself for Underworlds as well. Yeah, hopefully it'll work quite nicely, buddy. Hoping so. I'm hoping so. Aquino says, I really like Kill Team, and it pretty much introduced me to Infinity. I hope it keeps getting the love. Yeah, no, me too, but it looks like it should be as well. So fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed that we get more Kill Team goodness. That'll be exciting stuff. And Infinity isn't one I've plugged into yet. It's just one of those, really. But I'm sure we will at some point. Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, I certainly hope it keeps getting the love. Ruas says, exactly, Copenhagen. I thought it was, but I seem to remember chatting to you on Patreon. So yeah. Yeah. And we're all caught up with the chat, so I'm going to get on with some more painting. I'm just going to pink up this fella with some highlighting. Although, I think he needs some blue on his chest, so let's get some of that. That'll do. And Ruas says, great tip. Guess we have to wait until Warcry moves out of the 8 points. Yeah, you know what? It's not a bad little shout there, to be fair, dude. Who knows? Could well end up moving out of the 8 points, couldn't it? To be fair, it's not a bad guess. If they want it to kind of move on, I guess, then you would expect it to maybe do that. Or maybe the 8 points will no longer exist after a certain point in the storytelling. That's probably more likely as well, is that the fight over the 8 points will become that big and that large, and there's that much destruction that there will be no 8 points left. Maybe more the case. May just be a void of space. But I mean, you can do whatever you want with the Warcry anyway, really. You don't have to make the setting the 8 points, really. You could just turn it into Age of Sigmar, and we've done it in the past with some of our game setups. So you can do plenty with terrain. So you can do some really nice terrain setups for Warcry. So there is that. I'm not so keen on that blue, actually, for him.
Has anyone done the Games Workshop win your basket thing? They're done. Where you fill your basket with £300 worth of stuff and you might win it.
I've not seen that, actually.
Haven't you?
No.
It's worth a go, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, it's always worth a go, isn't it? See whether you can do it or not.
Yeah, I think you just need to sign up to the...
It's usually to make you sign up to something and then...
Yeah, news loop. They've combined like...
We'll have to look into doing a prize giveaway actually soon, because we're closing in on 5,000 soon enough. So when we reach 5,000 subscribers, we'll do a prize giveaway for that probably. Because we haven't done one in a while, but it's taken us longer to gain subscribers more recently because of COVID. So
Yeah.
Once we get there, though, we will do it. Ruas says maybe the new Anvil Guard campaigns point to that. Yeah, they have. But they released the new one, didn't they, on the community page that you can do free campaign PDF, which is pretty cool. Are they updating that every week? I think they are. That campaign they put up, pretty sure. I haven't looked too much into it. Right, I'm just going to open my window because it's getting warm in here.
That's come warm, hasn't it? Over here.
I am back. Right. Carry on doing this Humvee dude. So you need some silver there. How did you get on with the Genestealers?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm literally just base coat, like batch painting them. So I'm just like, did all the cloth. Now I'm doing all the white armor and so on. I'm just gonna ink them all.
Sounds good, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna have to search for that Stargrave now, Haristos, now that you've mentioned that, because I do want to look more into it so I can prepare myself more for it, because would like to get a crew ready for it and whatnot, so I would like to see how it kind of works, because I am excited for that. Should be good. And of course Pariah Nexus, because that will be on its way. I have no idea what's going to be happening with Warcry next. I can't imagine we're going to get anything for a while now for Warcry.
Yeah, I'm just half expecting maybe a couple of more non-chaos warbands maybe release, like towards Easter time. But
like box sets.
Yeah, but apart from that,
yeah, maybe another scenery-based thing as well.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think it needs it right now either. That's the thing. I mean, it's always good for us on the channel when they do release anything new, but it's there's definitely a lot to chew on right now anyway. So plenty to get through.
Yeah, I would love a Fire Slayers box set, to be fair.
There are numerous ones I'd love them to do. I'd love them to do all of them because the more we can get hold of for the channel. I'd love a Seraphon one as well, but there are two that I could see them doing. Yeah, there are numerous ones. I know Al got hold of the Legions and a Gash one as well. I don't know if he started on that or not, but that is another one they released. I got hold of the Sylvaneth one.
Yeah, I brought the Caradron and the Sylvaneth ones.
The Caradron and Sylvaneth.
Yeah, one of those over Christmas.
Both good ones, yeah. Rula says I have 3,000 or at least a lot of grey models already. Can't be asked with my wife if I win a basket and gets a massive box home. Oh dear. Yeah, well. What did you say you actually won from it, Josh, when you win it?
You basically just win whatever's in your basket, basically. Right. So it's like £300 worth of stuff. £300 UK or equivalent, whatever country you're in.
Right, yeah.
So
fair play. Arnold Garns has joined us. Evening. Just wanted to say hi. Dead tired. Gonna go to bed. Have a good one. Thanks, Arnold, mate. No worries, bud. Hope you sleep well, buddy, and hope you had a good weekend. But yeah, no worries, buddy. And we will see you next time. Enjoy the videos. Thanks for popping in. Say hi, buddy.
Although it just applied for Forge models as well, so you can add Forge models in your basket. Not you'll get a lot for £300 from Forge World, but
yeah, true.
You know,
but I suppose you're going to get stuff for free anyway.
Yeah, so.
Interesting. Is it still on? Is it?
I think so. I think it runs out very soon now. Time.
Probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I imagine something like that.
I might have a little gander after the stream, maybe. Just have a look. Have a look. See.
It's worth a shot, isn't it? I suppose.
You never know.
Exactly.
You never know.
A bit in it to win it, don't you? So.
You do indeed. You do indeed.
I've just got loads of Warcry stuff in mine.
Have you?
Yeah.
I'm not even. I'd probably put terrain stuff in mine. To be fair, maybe some starter sets and things like that. It's the best. Tends to be the best value, doesn't it?
That's what I've done. I've got like 2 star sets. The Warcry Forest set.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like that set actually. That is one I've wanted us to get for a while.
A few other stuff like Tome of Champions book I haven't got, and
right.
One of the dice sets and stuff like that.
Sounds good. Not a bad haul if you manage to get that.
Exactly,
mine would probably end up being very similar, to be fair. We've actually got a pretty decent 40k collection, so we've got most of 40k covered. We need to build up on our Primaris stuff for Space Marines, but with this new release, we'll have caught up on that a bit. But with Primaris for Marines, we haven't got that much Chaos stuff, so proper Chaos kill team would be good. I'd love to make a Night Lords Chaos team, actually. That'd be awesome. I love Night Lords. Death Guard and Thousand Suns are ones that we don't have that we could probably do with. We need a lot more for Sigmar stuff, to be fair, I think. But,
yeah.
To be honest. And Arnold has sent in a super stick for €2. Thank you so much, buddy. Very much appreciated, as always. Every little helps. It's always helpful to get anything like that when doing this, because we do these streams every week, and obviously videos every week, and we are looking to make the channel bigger, get it to grow, and be able to do this on a more part-time basis so that we can release more vids for you guys. So thanks so much, Arnold. It all goes towards the greater cause. So thanks to anybody who decides to super chat, etc. Thank you very much. And have a nice sleep, Arnold. Have a nice sleep. I send skirmish dreams your way. So have a good one. But yes. Going back to this wish list. Yeah, there's plenty I would put on there. But yeah, like I say, probably mostly the terrain sets, starter boxes. I definitely put the 2 Seraphon starter box sets on there. They're pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've got
the want the Seraphons.
Idenef one and the Magakin of Nurgle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's 2 I've put on there.
The demons of Nurgle.
The
mortals.
Yeah, the Blight Lords, is it? Something like
that? Yeah, we don't have the mortals either, I don't think. But that's a good value box set for Warcry.
Yeah.
A lot of them are, to be fair. Same for Kill Team as well. But I'm not looking at the moment at getting anything extra for Kill Team just because we're likely to get more box sets. So yeah, we're likely to get more of these two player box sets for it, aren't we? So there is that. And big up Ruas321. Thank you so much, buddy. He became a Patreon more recently as well. And 20. What is it in? Is it Krona in Denmark?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
I probably just insulted all the Danish. It's not. I don't think it's euros. So.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Danish krona, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I should know. I used to work in the post office, but
yeah, it is Danish krona. Nice. I smashed it. There you go, Ruas. Respect. Thank you so much, buddy. Signing up to Patreon and sending us 20 krona. Much appreciated, my friend. I'm glad that you see the channel, what we see in the channel.
Well, legend.
Thank you so much. Ruas says, Danish krona, you should know your neighbor. See, I did say, I did know it. It was in there. It was deep in my mind. And I was chatting to him on Patreon actually last week, and he was saying about, have you ever visited Denmark? And I was saying that, no, I haven't. But I've heard from a lot of people my friends that have been, etc., have said that Copenhagen and Denmark is very expensive to visit. But you can maybe give us a bit more lowdown on that, Ruas, to be fair. But there we go. But he says, let's get your channel to grow. Thank you so much, buddy. Thanks for believing in us. And yeah, that's the idea. It's exciting times at the moment because whenever we have new stuff, but as well, I've started to put out more videos that will catch the eye, if you know what I mean, but are also still very useful videos. I've decided to start doing a lot more of that kind of stuff just because we kind of need it, especially during COVID. There's less I can do with battle reports and things, so therefore those kind of videos are more viable. And they do catch the eye and they do bring people in, and that's the whole idea, I guess. So long as we get a good mix of both, I think that'll be good stuff. But yeah, very exciting times. And yeah, how are you guys all getting along with your hobbying? Let us know. I'm working on Humvee. He's starting to get a bit more colour to him there. Look, so he's got the white trim to him.
Oh, nice.
Silver bits on him. And I'm just going to start highlighting him in a moment once I've finished the silver on him. What would you guys get if you applied to GW's prize draw thing? So if you can, but what was it, just 300 odd quid?
Yeah, £300, or up to £300 worth of Games Workshop or Forge World stuff. So
yep. So what would you guys do with that? I suppose in America that's like what, $500 odd dollars, maybe a little less, $450,
something like that. Yeah.
I don't know how much that would be in Danish kroner or us, so you can let us know. You know, I knew it was kroner over there, but I do not know kind of the levels for that. So you know, exchange rate, etc. So
yeah, it's GW's exchange rate as well. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it could be.
What would you guys use all of that dollar to spend on? What's on your wish list, guys? That's a good, cool topic to bring up, isn't it? It might not be GW. It might not be GW. What's on your wish list? You know, if it was Christmas tomorrow, and you could get anything, what would you wish for from miniature? I mean, if we could wish for anything, there'd be different things on our list. But if we're talking miniatures, you know, what would be on there, guys? I'm intrigued to know.
Ooh.
Do let us know.
That's a tough one, actually.
Anything that your crack heart desires. Plastic crack heart desires. What are you thinking, Josh? The stuff that you've got on there anyway?
Well, apart from that...
You Warcry fanboy.
I'm thinking of other games, actually, as well.
Yeah. Because I know you've just recently got into Marvel as well. Also, anybody that's into Marvel Crisis Protocol, Josh has just decided to buy in on the... go all in on the new... what, the Inhumans, Josh, yeah?
Yeah, the Inhumans, yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Well, the belated Valentine's present. That's a
pretty cool Valentine's present.
Yeah, so
I'm not gonna lie, very cool.
Still haven't arrived, so don't worry, I'm not painting them tonight.
Are they on pre-order still, or are they actually out now?
No, I think the UK's had issues.
Yeah, getting stuff in.
Yeah,
I know GW have had major issues with it. Like all of their sprays are out of stock.
Yeah, so
which is a bit of a pain. But there we go.
Yeah, so I think it's because they come from US, don't they?
Something along those lines.
Yeah, so pretty sure there's been
a lot of their stuff's actually China now.
Oh, is it?
I think so, yeah. Which is probably why they've been struggling. So
massive
shout out by them though, because it's probably cheaper from there. So you know, not only are they getting cheaper products in, they're making more money putting it out. It's mad, really. I can't even imagine the amount of money they're making.
Oh, making loads, aren't they?
Especially with lockdown. I can't believe how much lockdown actually aided them. Unbelievable. Really. Yeah.
Massive shout out to Al.
Bear with me a second here. And oh, blooming Al. Al, you didn't have to do that, buddy. So Al, 50 quid on the super chat. Thank you so much, buddy.
Legend.
Chipping in towards the new releases. Let's hope we can roll some dice later this year, my brother. Thank you so much, pal. You didn't have to do that. You better not get me a birthday present now next week. That's my birthday present. Okay, it's going straight back into the channel. But thank you so much, buddy. That's brilliant. And let's be honest, Al, you'll end up benefiting from it anyway. So you'll only end up using off stuff anyway. So that's thank you so much, Bell. But yeah, big up, guys. Thanks for the support tonight. It's fantastic. And Ruas does say it's expensive, but not that expensive. Living here is another matter due to our tax system. 10 krona goes for a GBP. Okay, fair enough. All right. So yeah, let me think about that then. So I know Switzerland's very expensive as well. Similar kind of country, very expensive. I've been over to Sweden. Sweden can be quite expensive. Stockholm, very similar.
Yeah, a lot of Scandinavian countries are, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like Poland's meant to be really cheap, I've heard. Never
Poland?
been, but
yes,
yeah.
I have heard that, yeah.
Never been, but it's meant to be one of the cheap ones.
We have Polish people working in our country. It's because the amount of money they get here and how cheap and costs over are in their country, they send the money back over to their family.
Yes,
and that's why they do it, because living and costs over there are so much cheaper.
Same with Romania as well.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was working at the post office, used to get loads of them send money home.
Yes, yeah. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't blame them.
No.
I have one of my old friends I went to college with. His missus is Polish, and he lives over there with her now, I think, and her family. So, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't blame them at all, you know.
No. If you can get cheaper living and you're happy to live in another country, then why not?
Exactly, you know.
Indeed. All right, I think I'm get some black on these tires, and then I'm more or less there. Yeah, but again, guys, big up. Thanks so much for anybody who super chatted there, especially you guys there. It's massive support for the channel, so big up. And it's exciting times, isn't it? We've got lots of cool new things coming, so
definitely. Yeah, I'm hoping Michael Club's back open this year at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
I haven't heard anything yet, but
should be happening at some point.
Should be, yeah.
I know. Is it May? Is when you can have group gatherings of up to 30? Is it?
Yes.
Inside, I think maybe. So I would have thought it would be then.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It depends on the venue.
How big the venue is. Yeah, how many people you can fit in or whatever.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, it's a very small venue. Wouldn't fit 30 in, be honest. So we never had them numbers anyway each week. So
that's it, yeah. And Ruas gets in there as well. He's saying, replying to that question we asked about, what would you buy miniature gaming wise if you got £300 to go for stuff? Ruas says I would buy a new army. Guess Caradron Overlords. Does that mean KO? Probably.
Yeah.
If the new Vampire Underworlds Warband had come out, I would buy 10 of those. Awesome. Yeah, that is a really some pretty models in that warband, aren't there? Would you not be interested in Warhammer Quest, Bud? Would that not float your boat? The new Cursed City? Because that's got plenty of vampire stuff in it. But yeah, I know what you mean. But I would also wait out because it looks like you're going to be getting the new Soulblight stuff as well. Is being teased, isn't it? So, because I saw that you did that little stream on Discord, Josh. So.
Yeah.
For the reveals.
Yes. Yeah.
I managed to catch the highlights of what came out on the GW community page. So.
Yeah, I did do the live stream, but no one joined, so I was left.
Oh no,
it was all right. I was sort of, just put on the background anyway. So
that's
it was one of them, So
yeah,
it was.
I don't know how many people have tuned into it, to be fair, but as in like the actual reveal or whatever, I don't know really. But yeah, it is what it is.
It is, yeah.
And I'm assuming you meant Caradron Overlords, Ruas, but Caradron are pretty cool. As far as I'm aware, in new meta for Age of Sigmar, they're quite strong because they've. I know they used to be quite weak when they first came out in Age of Sigmar because the shooting was nerfed, but to my knowledge, they're slightly better now. But I'm not that big on obviously the full size games anymore. I'm mostly pure skirmish, so because that's what we love here.
So I played a bit of Age of Sigmar, but I wouldn't know what's
the meta and all that jazz and how good stuff is now. And
I'll just throw my piece of chaos at people and hope for the best.
Yeah, because that's my problem with the bigger games as well, to be honest, is that there is more of a meta. There are certain models that you just can't use or you just get smashed and you can't enjoy it. Whereas I find with skirmish games, most skirmish games tend to be way more balanced. And if you just want to use some fun models, it doesn't tend to make a difference.
Yeah.
Which I love about it, to be honest. I hate that with the bigger games, how you can buy a really cool looking model and then you don't want to use it because it's either too overpowered or it's too weak to even last a turn on the table.
Yeah.
So yeah. One of my main reasons, it might actually be a video I do at some point, is why you should play skirmish games or something like that. Or
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Anything to get more people into skirmish games, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, when the club's back open, I'm going to push more skirmish games now.
Yeah.
Mainly because the room as well. Don't have a lot of room in the venue. And...
True. Very true, yeah. Able to play smaller games a bit easier, I suppose.
Yeah. You have to play more people as well, so...
Yeah. Timothy says a lot of new paints, anything Underworlds. I have not got, but that is for, I think, if not hitting the £300 mark, lol. Yeah, very true, yeah. If you had, I'm sure everybody would like more. But, yeah. If you're a fan of Underworlds, there's only so much you can get, I suppose.
Originally went for a Empire Warband. Like different box sets.
You did?
Yeah, I put that in first, but then it was It's coming up to about £200 for like 4 or 5 different boxes, different units.
I think that like a Cities of Sigmar Humans Warband is probably one of the hardest to build.
Yeah.
There are so many box sets you need. It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's annoying, actually. They haven't got a proper starter box set for Humans.
No, I wish they did have an Empire start box.
It's quite annoying, really.
Yeah.
There we go. That's that.
Love to see the old Bretonians in Warcry.
Bretonians?
Yeah. I know they don't do them anymore, do they? But I think that would be pretty cool in Warcry.
Yeah, it would. Ruas says 2021 is going to be an epic year for GW. Yeah. It's looking that way, but I think Age of Sigmar is on the precipice of a new edition as well, from what I hear. Yeah. And he says, yeah, Warhammer Quest looks great, but it depends on the price. Pretty much start collecting with vamps, zombies, and skellies, but that vampire ogre looks like Tina Turner with the hat. I love it. Yeah, there are some interesting models in there. I like what's your guys' favorite hero in the Warhammer Quest Cursed City set? For me, it's either between the vampire hunter guy, the Inquisition-looking fella, with the sniper, him, or probably the Wood Elf. She looks awesome with the bow and arrow. But I know everybody's going to have a different kind of choice.
I hate the zombies, what they brought out for them.
Yeah, I don't like them. With the graves on the back.
Yeah, I think...
They look a bit over the top.
I think there was a couple of them with graves. Exactly. It wouldn't look so bad, but all of them looks a bit ridiculous. It looks a bit
ridiculous, yeah. I thought it was a bit over the top, to be honest. But
one or two,
I wish they'd just done a couple. I'm tempted to actually get hold of a big zombie box from GW and then just sprinkle some of them into the game.
Yeah.
as opposed to just the grave ones. But I don't know, if I'm getting that anyway, then I might as well just do the grave ones. But I do think
If you get a box, yeah, you might as well just use them. But
just use them, yeah. But I don't know. Hopefully it'll be handy though, because we'll have some vampires, some zombies, and some undead stuff to use for Warcry as well, which could be quite handy. But yeah, like you say, it's a shame that they do look a bit daft.
Yeah, one or two wouldn't look so bad, but the whole unit with graves, coming up the back looks a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also really tempted actually to get some new Slaanesh stuff, because there aren't many Slaanesh bat reps on YouTube, to be fair.
No, I've got the demons, which I need to prime, and
yeah,
probably paint them next week actually.
Yeah, true.
I
am tempted.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know whether I'd do the Sibrites or the demons, but yeah, I'm tempted to do one or the other.
Get Sibrites, got to do a demons versus mortal Slaanesh.
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Battle.
Cool. That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? Yes. But if you guys have only just been joining us, let us know what you are up to, where you're watching from, etc., etc. But thanks to anybody who's been joining us tonight. We'll try and get into a regular rhythm with these streams on a Sunday night now, and get more joining the clan. But I enjoy doing them anyway, and it gives me an excuse to paint. So
my arm's going dead.
Hey,
my arm's going dead.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Al says Cities of Sigmar is the way to do Bretonians in Warcry, Josh. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And Al says I like the Witch Hunter dude. I thought you might. He's pretty cool. What it might be with Al with that, to be fair, it's looking like maybe that we might be able to play with each other, but it might be that I start doing a campaign with it and then you join in and take some of the heroes over or something, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know when it's going to come out, so.
I think my favourite, I don't know whether it's Bob's a Hero Quest, but it's the Stormcaster in the superhero pose. Did you see him? I'm not sure if it's Hero Quest though. They previewed it, but
not sure. Oh no, I know what you mean. He's a cool model. The new Stormcast hero model.
Yeah, is it not Hero Quest that one?
Warhammer Quest.
Warhammer Quest, yeah, sorry.
I don't think so, but I know they teased the new models for Stormcast, and he's got like the ribbons coming up off his back. Is that one?
Yes, yeah, with the hammer cape.
He looks awesome.
Yeah.
He looks. I hope they release Warcry rules for him, because that dude would be wicked on a Warcry table.
I'd love to get him.
That is a really nice model.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that and being like, damn, I wouldn't mind that.
That was probably the highlight for me. And the terrain piece they brought out for the Lumineth.
Oh, that was pretty, wasn't it? Yeah.
That was stunning, that was.
Yeah. That was really pretty, to be fair.
I might just buy that just for scenery.
Yeah.
Because I could use that for D&D and everything, it's that.
Oh, yeah, you could, yeah.
No,
like an elven kind of Rivendell type situation.
Yeah.
Ruas says, I like the knight with the sword, but I really like the Kenothi hunter because of what it represents. That we will see a full army of them, and with that, maybe Orion returns. Very likely, and what have I been saying for a while, guys? Kenothi have not yet been given a full force. They've done Ideneth, they've done Lumineth, they've done Shadow Elves, Knight, which don't be surprised if we get a full Knight army as well. But, yes, Orion may return, and I really badly want these Kenothi to get a full force, because they look so gorgeous. There was the Warband for Underworlds, they were really nice. There's been a couple new models teased. Obviously, Warhammer Quest has the other one, that new female archer, isn't it? Our model range for that would be so cool. I always used to find the aesthetic of Wood Elves nice anyway, but these Kenothi are like the new version of them, and they look so nice. I can't wait to see what they do with that. And obviously, we then, very much like Lumineth, we would then get Warcry rules in White Dwarf or something for them as well. So I'd definitely be on that.
Maybe that'll be out with the new Age Sigmar release.
Maybe. I don't really know yet what they're going to do with the actual release of it, how they're going to come out, but it's a possibility, isn't it? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's one that I've been the most thing I've been most excited for, to be honest, in the Mortal Realms for new releases. Anyway, very excited to see what they do with that. Maybe.
Yeah.
So yes, Ruas, I'm on the same page as you with that, buddy. I am excited to see what they possibly do with that, but very much like I did with Lumineth on the channel when they came out and I got a hold of those, I'd be excited to do the same with some Kernothi if they do release those. Very cool indeed. They float my boat. Float my elf boat down the river, they do. Or in the case of the Hobbit, barrels. But there we go.
So did they bring some more dwarf to balance the elves out now?
What's up?
Did they bring more dwarf armies out now to balance it out? It's too many elves.
The thing is, though, they've already got... Well, they've got the Duardin, they've got the standard dwarves, they've got the Fire Slayers, and they've got the... Caradron. So that's 3 for the dwarves. They could do Chaos Dwarves, maybe. Could bring Chaos Dwarves back.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. You imagine native dwarves, like dwarves, along the lines of like wood elf dwarves. Dwarves that live in the woodlands. But yeah, the elves do have a lot, to be fair, because you've got all the old elf stuff still as well in the cities.
Then again, Lumineth live in the mountains, so you know.
You do.
Who knows whether they'll bring out dwarves to live in the forest.
Indeed.
So
very interesting. But yes, dude, excited for those Kernothi. Very excited. Al says some of the Cursed City stuff could supplement my coming Legions of Nagash or be allies for your Nighthaunt. Yeah, that was my thinking, bud, to be fair. Very exciting. Mostly for the Legions of Nagash as well, isn't it? There'll be a lot of zombies and skellies and things in there, so it'd be perfect for Warcry, defo. Maybe as well some of the heroes in there might be usable, I don't know, for Warcry. Maybe, I don't know. Possibly, we'll have to wait and see. I'm tempted as well with the Duardin starter set, actually, that's on Games Workshop's website as well, to start collecting one.
Yeah.
Because that's perfect for Warcry as well. I really badly want a gyro bomber for Warcry. That would be
so look fun,
funny.
Yeah.
They look hilarious. Just a gyro bomber flying over the battlefield just floats my boat as well. It just looks hilarious.
They don't have any special abilities, though, do they? If I remember right.
Special abilities. I don't think they do, actually. You might be right. Yeah. Which is sad, but who knows? Well, saying that, I don't know. It depends, obviously, what city you choose, isn't it? What rune mark you choose.
Yeah, I don't think you got any rune marks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Sad times. So that's weird as well, because you would have thought they'd give them a nifty kind of ability. I think they've kind of missed out on that, really.
Let's get my book out.
Yeah. I think you're right, though. I don't think they did give them anything, which is sad.
Let's see.
And guys, drop into the comments for me, dwarves or elves? Dwarves or elves? Which side do you go with? Also, I forgot to say, guys, to be fair, episode 10 today of SkirmishCast, actually. So, episode 10 today, so a bit of a landmark, maybe, I guess. Doesn't feel like we've done 10 of these.
No, it doesn't, does it? Just a flying ability, remark. Okay.
Right, okay.
Apart from that,
I don't think there's any flying rune marks on any of the Cities of Sigmar choices either, so for Warcry. So, yeah, you're right. It's I suppose they've got the general ability of being able to fly, which is cool, so yeah. I guess there is that. But yeah, a bit sad that they don't have anything more than that, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit, isn't it? How cool
there we go. But yeah, dwarves or elves, guys. Which side are you on? I would say, for me, I don't know. I do like both. That's
got to be dwarf to me. Just hands down dwarves.
Oh, in that case, then elves. Elves.
I know which way elves gonna go.
You know what's gonna have to happen now, Jeff, don't you? when we do the next charity event live stream, we're gonna have to do dwarves versus elves
That'd be cool.
for Warcry.
I'll be up for that.
But we'll have to try and do a mix of dwarves and a mix of elves. Do like a narrative thing.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah.
That could be a cool idea. Yes. Indeed.
Well,
who will win?
Raras's dwarfs, except Kurnoth.
Dwarves except Kurnothi. Cheeky bit of Kurnothi on the side. Fair enough, bud. Yeah, I think I would probably slightly be more on the elfish side, but it's I do like dwarves as well, to be fair. But I think I would swing more on the elf side of things, because I love some of GW's elf stuff. The Ideneth are amazing. Kurnothi are going to be outstanding when they release those. Lumineth, I'm not that fussed about, but they are still some very pretty models in there, and they're it's definitely the way to do elves, light elves. Outstanding models.
I didn't like the ones with Warhammers. I thought they looked really silly.
Out of place.
Honest. Yeah, an elf with Warhammer just doesn't sit right with me. It's just like
no.
You should have like finesse weapons,
right,
you know, not to heavy.
I agree. They didn't quite look right, to be fair.
No.
But there we go. I think Al would be dwarves, to be honest. So.
Oh yeah, well, I'll be shocked if
he basically is a dwarf. So.
Yeah.
Just banter, Al. Just banter. But I know he'll take it right.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
Never trust an elf, is what he would say.
No, it's I mean, in my D&D games, we've got hatred for gnomes, so everyone
hatred for gnomes. Yeah. Just go gnome hunting, like in Warcraft when you go hunting boars for minimum XP, just XP stack. Just go hunting little boars, but instead in D&D you're just hunting gnomes.
That one of my campaigns. Been, yeah. We finally killed him the other night. We were quite happy about ourselves.
Lethal. What sort of gnome are you hunting?
Oh, he killed two of my characters, so, you know, we were... Yeah, we've been... been after him for ages. And we finally downed him.
My life. Get some pink. Not often use pink.
No. So...
Just highlighting Humvee.
Although I have been using pink on my goblins, I have to say, for the squigs.
Have you? Oh, for the squigs, yeah.
Yeah.
Multicoloured squigs, are you?
I was going to do one colour, but I've just done them all pink in the end.
All right, cool. Bit of a different take.
Yeah.
I like it. Have you done much more work on your spider goblins?
The spiders are done. I have got the goblins here, actually. Which
cool.
I am working on still. Yeah.
Nice.
I should have painted them, really.
Well, probably... next time.
Yeah.
Always next time.
Because I'll paint these and I'll sit in the box for like months until...
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
Problem is, I'm not a massive fan of 40k, so it's...
No.
Yeah.
I know you've had those for a while, to be fair.
Yeah. It was just on my shelf so far.
Why not do those?
At least get a unit painted. Then I've got another unit sitting on the shelf.
That's pretty good going.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And spatch painting as well, so...
Batch painting?
Yeah. So it's not as bad as it seems sometimes.
Yeah.
I can't batch paint in silence, so I have to be talking or, you know...
So this is ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not being too neat on them either. I'm just sort of getting the paint on and...
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw loads of wash over them.
Right.
I'll be honest, they're not going to see the battlefield that often.
By the way, on a football topic, I know some of you guys are going to have to indulge me here because some of you guys won't follow English football, but West Brom got away with it yesterday. Jeez.
Well, yeah. Well, you say that, but they did miss 2 penalties.
They did. That's why I'm saying that they got away with it.
I know the ref made a massive howler. I admit that. I don't know what the ref was doing with that goal, but
No.
yeah, but
God, hitting the post twice on penalties.
Yeah, but to have them hit the post twice on penalties,
Horrific.
They've got themselves to blame.
Yeah,
to lose that match if you miss 2 penalties. Although the first one shouldn't really been a penalty.
No.
In my opinion, but because he sort of jumped up to head the ball and it caught his arm.
Indeed.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Doggy.
Sorry. Yeah. Dog barking. So.
God, highlighting takes so much more focus. My eyes are killing me.
Yeah. They Wolves drew yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, 1-1 in the end.
Yeah.
Rua says, but that being said, I would definitely also see Bretonia again with new sculpts.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, although I think they're going to be kind of honouring the fantasy crowd with the new Warhammer Fantasy. You'll get Bretonians and things again with that, I imagine. Because obviously we know that that's coming. Would be cool, actually, if they released a skirmish version of that, because they used to have Fantasy Skirmish.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Because you've got Kings of War Vanguard, which is very similar kind of thing. So how cool would it be if we got Fantasy Skirmish? I'd be up for that.
Yeah, I'll definitely be up for that, actually.
Would be quite cool. We'll wait and see what they do with it. Still a couple of years away, though, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
They've said that, haven't they? But they're doing small updates as they go. And we've got Total War 3 to look forward to. That looks insane. Well, I know you're not too big a fan on them.
No, I'm a massive fan of GW games.
RTS.
Yeah.
Right. Highlighting. How are you guys getting on with your stuff, though? Is the question as well. Rua says that, you are probably right. Yes, bring Mordheim back. Yeah, Mordheim. Wouldn't surprise me as well. The fact that they're bringing fantasy back just says that they probably will bring back some sort of massive campaign system like Mordheim to go along with it, to be fair. Wouldn't surprise me at all. There'll be massive hype around that when that drops in a couple of years' time. The lead up to that will be ridiculous.
See, I probably won't get into the fantasy because it was all more, moving units, weren't it?
It's based around rank and file, isn't it?
Yeah,
which is why a lot of people liked it compared to what is now the what do you call it, squad-based combat.
Yeah, I mean, I used to play it back in the day when I first started.
Yeah, I know 40k was the first thing I ever got into, but then it was fantasy, and then obviously Sigmar way down the road. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Lizardmen I first ever had.
Most fantasy, then it was Lord of the Rings, then it was 40k.
Yours was?
Yeah.
See, I never played Lord of the Rings.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, and they do have the Battle Company's version of it, to be fair, which we could cover at some point, but it's just another one of them. It's like, if we had the funds to do it, it's like...
Yeah. I have got half the Battle of... the box set, what have we got?
What, the newer one, the Rohan one?
Yeah, I'd go the Orcs and the Nazgul on that.
We could do it, try it at some point, couldn't we? I mean, we'd have to get the Battle Company's expansion book and the core rules book and things. They're expensive as it is. For some reason, they're big meaty tomes, so it's not cheap.
I've got the core rules because you get in the box. But
fair enough. Just have to get all the Battle Companies then, really. And maybe we could try that. It could be quite cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Anybody else in the comments that's tried it out? Would be interested to know what your thoughts are on Star Wars. Lord of the Rings miniatures game, or Middle Earth, I think they call it now, Middle Earth strategy game.
That's it. Yeah.
I've always liked the look of it. It's just another one of them, really. If we had the time to do it.
Yeah.
I'd
love to do a Hobbit army. I would.
Hobbit army, that would be amazing. I would just love, actually, because I'm a big terrain freak, so I would love to have a full-on Hobbiton terrain setup. That would be amazing. That would be one of my dream table setups, actually, to play on a Hobbiton table setup. That would be wicked.
So I've always wanted to play in the Helm's Deep, but you remember when they...
that would be sweet. Yeah, you're right.
Because they did sell it. They did do one, didn't they? Helm's Deep.
Did they?
Yeah, years ago.
That's cool.
And yeah, I'll love to do it.
Remember that, actually.
Helm's Deep.
Yeah, very cool.
Board. But proper, have like some...
Oh yeah, you'd have to do it full on.
Do a full on battle.
Can't go half-hearted with that sort of thing.
Yeah, you couldn't do a skirmish one, could you? On Helm's Deep.
yeah. Let's just focus on this section of the wall. Yeah, I agree. Well, Humvee's come along nicely. I've taken the whole stream to paint him up, but when I'm checking on people as well, it's it's not too bad really going. There he is.
Oh, nice.
Got the highlighting on him there as well now.
That's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. I've got to do the base and everything on both of these, but for anybody who didn't see earlier in the stream that was joined us a bit later, that's the big dude that they all combine into. Although he's a bad guy and he's a good guy, so Humvee compared to the big bad there for you. I can't remember this guy's name, so I'm just going to search it now, because otherwise it's going to annoy me. But he's an Atlantican, and he's one of the combiner bots, so you combine them all into him. I'm super excited to try it out, but I got to get them all done. Leviathan, that's his name. Of course it is. What a tanky name. Of course it's Leviathan.
That's cool.
There you go. He's got his crown and everything. Very cool. So that is him done. And I base coated Steeler earlier, so I'm just going to do her next layer. She'll be the next one on the conveyor. And Timothy says finished Hothgorn. Yeah, that's the Ogre Underworld's warband. That's one I need to pick up. Thanks for reminding me, Timothy, because I can use those for ogres as well in Warcry. Because one can be the Icebow Hunter, and then you've also got one of the Sabertooths in there as well. So, and there's some Grots in there as well, I think. So, some Noblars, sorry. So I definitely do need to pick up that Underworld set without a doubt. So I might actually order that one. Thinking about it. And hopefully, so long as this new Underworld's filming goes well for Diachasm with myself and Nathaniel, then I will probably just keep getting each new warband that comes out then, and we'll keep on top of it. Ruas says, my childhood is returning. Diablo 2 remake and Warhammer Fantasy Battle coming back in some way. Now I'm fond of Age of Sigmar, but I welcome everything. Yeah, it's awesome, buddy. That's always great to hear. When cool things come back. Yeah, there's some really cool things coming this year, so...
I heard about Diablo 2 coming back.
Here's a topic for everybody. What's your favourite movie? Or if not your favourite movie, what's your top 3 favourite movies? Because that's a big topic to discuss. There's some really cool movies coming as well. Has anybody seen the Mortal Kombat trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer, no. I've heard...
That looks insane. The budget for that movie was actually pretty small as well, but they've... it looks really good, all considering. It looks really entertaining, but I used to play the old games.
Oh, yeah.
Mortal Mortal Kombat.
I was more Tekken. I was
Tekken.
yeah.
Yeah. Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur.
Yeah, I remember playing PlayStation 1, Tekken 7.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
BlazBlue. All of them. But yeah, the new Mortal Kombat trailer looked insane. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then there's a King Kong versus Godzilla. I was not at all excited for that movie. And then the trailer dropped and I was like, holy moly, I want to go see that movie. That looks insane. So that's another one I'll be going to see. That looks really cool. And then half of the other movies are just postponed till the end of the year. So, yeah.
I've got my top 3 movies.
You have?
A lot of people are probably going to laugh at one of them.
I know, movies are so subjective, though. You'd be surprised.
My first one's Saving Private Ryan.
That's your top one, or no particular order?
No particular order.
Okay. No, Saving Private Ryan's a great movie.
Absolutely love it.
Fantastic movie.
My second one is Avengers, the original one.
Avengers, yeah, great movie.
And my third one is Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead, though, you know, very British film as well.
It's just,
but they all did really well abroad. They did.
It would be what it would be like if the zombie apocalypse happened in the UK.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
You know, you see like
but their comedies bang on though. To be fair, them too.
Oh yeah, you see like Walking Dead and that, thinking like how Americans and that would do it, and Shaun of the Dead is how the British would do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's so much. You know.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I can't. I mean, Shaun of the Dead wouldn't be in my top 3, but I can see why it is. I know. I've got a few friends who it probably would be as well. You know, it's a very popular movie.
It's so much feel good. You know, when you're like feeling rubbish and you just want cheering up, and yeah, it's one of them for me. And I just every time I'd watch it, I always laugh at the same bits. You know, and you know, even though I know it's going to happen.
No, I know it's one of them. Yeah. See, that movie for me is Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder is my favorite comedy movie ever. It's hilarious. It never fails to make me laugh, and there's always a new bit each time that you forget about or didn't see. You still laugh at it, and you can watch it 100 times over. But Tropic Thunder is hilarious. Robert Downey Jr. playing a black guy never gets old. It's unbelievably funny. Tropic Thunder would probably actually be in my top 3 movies because it's my favorite comedy. Return of the King, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King has to be in my top 3. Best film ever made, in my opinion.
See, Two Towers for me. It's the best.
You like Two Towers, don't you? Yeah.
It's Battle Helm's Deep.
Don't get me wrong, right? If I could, I probably would just say all 3 Lord of the Rings movies in my top 3. But if I have to choose one, Return of the King. It's just ridiculous movie, but Two Towers is great as well. But I also love Fellowship of the Ring. Return of the King. And then number 3, these aren't in any order either, but number 3 is hard for me. Those 2 are in my top 3, but it would either be Return of the Jedi, because I'm a massive Star Wars fan as well, or I do have to say Avengers is up there for me as well. The first Avengers. Yeah. First Avengers. Also, Dark Knight, though, is up there for my superhero movies. Dark Knight, the second Batman movie for the Christian Bale Nolan trilogy. Dark Knight's, I love that movie.
Is that the one with Bane in?
No. Second one with Joker.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Don't like it?
Not a massive fan of Batman movies, I have to say.
Well, there you go then.
Although I did love Gotham series on Netflix. I absolutely love Gotham. But
I didn't get a chance to really watch through it properly, but
I love Gotham. Was amazing.
Horizon says, except for the obvious Lord of the Rings, in like Master and Commander a lot. Oh, dude, Master and Commander is up there for me. That movie is insane. The only reason Master and Commander didn't win the Oscars, win Best Movie at the Oscars was literally because Return of the King robbed it from him that year. It's the only reason it didn't get Best Movie, because Master and Commander is a great film. Fantastic movie. That would be pushing my top 5, but to be fair, Master and Commander, it's a great film.
Never seen it.
Master and Commander.
No.
Oh, watch it. You got to watch it now. Russell Crowe. Is it Paul Bettany? I think it's Paul Bettany. Yeah, great movie. Or for some dystopian sci-fi, In Time. I don't know what that one is, but In Time. But fair enough.
Oh,
Nice
In
top
Time.
three.
In Time.
I don't know what it is.
It's Justin Timberlake's in it. I know that sounds really bad, but it's actually not a bad film. I do enjoy that film.
I was going to say Justin Timberlake and sci-fi just do not mix for me. But some of these movies sometimes are.
Basically, you have like sort of time on your wrist, and that's currency. So if you want to buy,
cool.
say, if you want to buy currency, you have to use some time to buy it. And obviously, when you run out of time, you die. So, but then
I have seen this somewhere. Now that you're saying about it, I remember it being advertised. Actually, yeah, it looked quite interesting.
But obviously, there's different like regions where like the poor are barely living, and the rich have got like billions of years, kind of thing. And
yeah.
I won't spoil it all, but it's definitely worth watching.
Yeah, but yeah, Lord of the Rings, obviously.
Yeah.
Timothy Reeves says Lord of the Rings movies, number 1. Happy Gilmore, number 2. Happy Gilmore is Adam Sandler, I think.
Yes.
And number 3 is How to Train Your Dragon. You know what? One of my top animated movies, to be fair. How to Train Your Dragon. Great movie. Really, really cool. Don't blame me for putting that in your top 3, to be fair. Very good film. Happy Gilmore, I can't say I've seen, bud. But I don't blame you for putting your favourite comedy up in your top 3, because that's what I've done as well. I think your favourite comedy deserves to be in your top 3, to be fair.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Shaun of Dead's in mine.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why it's your comedy choice is always the odd choice, because everybody has a different sense of humour. So, and Ruas says, ouch, it's easy with TV series, but guess number 1 movie has to be Aliens. Fair enough. Aliens, yeah, you forget about Alien and Predator movies. I'm a Predator guy, Ruas. I prefer Predator, but Alien movies are great. The first Predator for me is amazing. Top 10 for me, probably. First Predator movie, it's great. Arnold gets with a chopper.
I didn't enjoy him. Yeah, again.
What, both?
Yeah, Alien. Yeah,
they're very specific taste, to be fair.
Yeah, I wasn't a massive fan myself, but
no, I'm not surprised, to be fair. Oh man, it was just coming to my head. The first Transformers movie. I'm a massive Transformers sucker. That's true. Yeah, first Transformers movie's up there for me. Probably still not top 3 though, but it would be my top 5. I would have to put that in my top 5 because I love Transformers. The second and third movies were not great, but the first one was great. Loved it.
Yeah.
But Roas says, yeah, Avengers, Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings, they're always going to be up there in people's picks, aren't they, at the end of the day? The big question for most people is always usually Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. For me, it's always been Lord of the Rings, but Star Wars used to be close for me, but a lot of the recent stuff has ruined Star Wars for me, to be honest. I do not like the new Star Wars stuff. I didn't mind the prequels because I grew up with them, but the original movies were obviously the best. The prequels I didn't mind, thought they were okay. The new stuff drives me nuts. It's horrible. The new trilogy, I cannot stand the new trilogy. It's just a mess.
What's your favourite Star Wars movie though?
Probably Return of the Jedi, because like I said, that'll be probably in my top 3, but just because it's got everything and it's so Star Wars. It's got and who doesn't like Ewoks? But then you've got obviously Empire Strikes Back is close because it was always that classic, the baddies win, and it was one of the first movies to do that. So, yeah. But yeah, great picks, Ruas, definitely.
So mine's Attack of Clones. favorite
Attack of the
Star Wars.
Clones.
Yeah, favorite Star Wars one.
And we'll do a TV series next week, Ruas. I've got to save these topics. Next week we will do TV series, but not this week. Not this week. We need to save these topics. But yeah, no, it's interesting. Yeah. And Haristar says, yeah, Josh is right. Justin Timberlake deterred many people, but he actually does a good job. I'm gonna have to search this thing now. To be fair, you've piqued my interest, Haristar and Josh.
Yeah.
You have.
I mean, it is a really good film, actually. Leonard's in it from Big Bang Theory as well.
Leonard.
Yeah, from Big Bang Theory.
The main guy, isn't he? He's one of these.
Yeah,
Is he the one that goes out with Penny?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
he's in it. He doesn't play a massive part, but you'll recognise him.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out.
I can't remember his actual name.
And Ruas says Predator is in my top 10 as well. Transformers are great too, but mainly because of Peter Cullen. Peter Cullen? Oh, yeah, Optimus.
See, most people say Transformers good because of Megan Fox, but
she doesn't make it bad.
No.
She's a nice addition.
I'm not a massive fan of Transformers, but it's not really my...
Ooh,
yeah. It's not really my, robot cars, and it just never, has appealed to me.
My bot war miniatures cry for you.
Although that huge Leviathan bot looks awesome, I'll say.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Who
doesn't like a big robot to smash things with? And Ruas says, lol, I remember I went to the cinema to watch Harry Potter and they showed the trailer for Lord of the Rings. I just wanted to go home. As in, it was bad? You didn't like the look of Lord of the Rings? Or... I don't know what you mean by that. I'm guessing you mean that you didn't like the look of it at first, but I'm guessing you liked it when you watched the full film because you've put it in your top 3. So that's what it sounds like you were saying, but unless I'm misunderstanding you. But there we go. Well, Al says I don't like Ewoks. Empire #1 Star Wars film for me. I love how that's what it took for Al to come into the comments and tell us his top 3.
You don't. How can you not like Ewoks?
If you weren't with us, Alan, you'd gone off for a minute. We were discussing our top 3 favourite movies. So I think you might have to elaborate now.
How do you not like Ewoks, though?
Yeah, come on, man. That's the thing I never understood with people about Star Wars, is that you get these people with Star Wars who like the dark side of it. So they don't like... The reason they don't like the prequels is because there's much more of like the Ewoks and the fluffy side of Star Wars. But guess what, guys? The Star Wars universe is like that. It's made for kids. The original draw-up for Star Wars was made for kids. So that's why you got like Jar Jar Binks and all that jazz in it. It's meant to be like that. But
the Clone Wars animated series is really good.
Yeah, the animated stuff's good. The Mandalorian as well, that we've had recently.
I need to watch that. I haven't even seen the first series, but
yeah, plenty more Star Wars stuff to come as well.
I'll be honest, because Baby Yoda's so hyped, it puts me off watching stuff. If stuff's overhyped for me.
Yeah.
But
yeah, next week we'll get on to TV series. We'll discuss top 3 TV series next week. But this week, guys, top 3 favorite movies. There you go. We've had a few cool ones already. Al, I expect you to drop yours into the comments. But yes, I do remember that you didn't like the Return of the Jedi, and your favorite is Empire. A lot of people are like that. To be fair, they prefer that side of Star Wars. So there you go. But I actually, despite the ending with Darth Vader like screaming out whatever he did in the not Clone Wars. What's the third one? God, my mind's gone blank now. Getting tired. What's the third Star Wars movie?
Revenge of the Sith.
Yes, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
See, I actually really like Revenge of the Sith. A lot of people
I
don't
quite
like
that one. Yeah.
because Grievous is really cool.
Oh, he's awesome.
But the ending was a bit weird with Darth Vader like screaming out the way that nobody liked how he did that. It was a bit weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. I did like that one.
Yeah, 'cause I brought the Clone Wars Legion box set
Right.
rather than the Empire one.
Yeah. Ruas says, I wanted to go home from the cinema because I wanted to watch Lord of the Rings instead. I see. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is amazing. See, this is the thing you see. Lord of the Rings would be higher on my list nowadays than Star Wars in that conversation between the two. But only because of what Star Wars have done recently to bring them down a level for me.
Although Harry Potter's pretty cool.
Is it? Here we go. The whole thing of like when people bring up, are you Star Wars or are you Lord of the Rings? And then there's always the one. There's always one. It's like, I love Harry Potter.
I mean, I don't love it, but it's not
I know
bad.
what you mean. I know what you
You
mean.
know,
But no, Harry Potter is great. Don't get me wrong. I tell you what, actually, going more back onto the topic of miniature games, the Harry Potter miniature game never took off, did it? Night Models did it.
No.
And it just never seemed to take off anywhere. I don't know if any of you guys in the comments have tried it, but
they should do a Harry Potter like wizard dueling skirmish game where you have like 5 or 6 wizards from a different house and you have to duel each other.
Yeah, could do.
You know,
I think that's basically what this game is that they've done. I just don't.
Was it?
think it's just not taken off really, because they do the DC they do the DC Universe miniature game and they also do the Batman miniature game. Yeah, interesting.
But no, I think if they made a just like a dueling kind of game, 'cause I think you got like a proper board and everything on the Harry Potter game.
Yeah.
And it was really expensive as well for what you got.
The old Harry Potter games were great, and you had the some of the best old games that used to be made based on movies were the Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings games, and Star Wars was pretty good as well actually, but they weren't really based on the movies. You had like Battlefront 2, what a great game! Battlefront 2,
yeah, it was good,
quality game, and the old one anyway, PlayStation. But yeah,
yes.
Intriguing.
Many hours on that game.
And Rystar says, a hidden gem, very artistic film is Hero. Was for a long time my favourite movie. Hero. Oh, is Hero... I think I know the movie you're on about. Let's have a look.
Don't recognise that one.
Have a look. Made $180 million. Oh, is that is it a Chinese movie? Or have I got the wrong one up there? Yeah, it looks like a Chinese movie.
My brother watches loads of Chinese movies.
Jet Li. Got good ratings and everything, to be fair. Might have to check it out. It's on Prime.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, Hero. It's got lots of big Chinese stars in it. I think it's. I'm not keen on subtitled movies, though. I have to be honest. I can't watch them. I find it really off-putting. But hey ho. Al says, "All right, top 3 is hard, so don't hold me to it. But in no particular order. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah, obviously. Pulp Fiction and Goodfellas. So yeah, Goodfellas. I've watched. Amazing movie. Mafia. Crazy movie. Pulp Fiction. I'm sorry. I've just never been a fan of Pulp Fiction. I don't get it. Personally, Tarantino's a bit of a weird one for me. I do like Tarantino, though, because Django Unchained would also be a contender for my top 5. Love that movie. But Tarantino's a weird one. I like some of his stuff. I love some of his stuff and hate some of his stuff. So, yeah. And One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is one I've not seen. It's a bit of an older one, but definitely I can imagine why it would be in some people's top pile. So, fair play, mate. Well done for getting down your top 3. I'm surprised Star Wars isn't up there, Al, to be fair. Yeah, Horizon says the Jet Li movie about the founding of China. That is interesting. You know what? I may have to bear with the subtitles to actually watch that, because that does sound pretty cool. To be fair, like a really good background.
Yeah, my brother watches like Chinese comedies and films, which are like all subtitled and that, and
that's interesting.
That's so random. Some of them.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, they're all subtitled now, but like it's Kung Fu Hustle and stuff like that. It's just absolutely crazy.
Kung Fu Hustle's funny though.
It's funny, but yeah.
Ruas says, "Oh, talking about martial arts movies, IP Man was awesome. Maybe I'm a bit biased since I practiced Wing Chun for many years, but it's great anyway." Yeah, it's cool though, man. When everybody get these different tastes and whatnot, you know, always the way.
Okay, what's everyone's favourite Disney movie? Let's branch it out.
Is that including Pixar, though?
If it's Disney, yeah.
Then, if we're doing that, to be fair, then we could be like, does that include Marvel?
No, it can't include Marvel or Star Wars, though, because we've just talked about them.
All right, fair enough. So for me, if we're including Pixar, it's A Bug's Life. A Bug's Life is... For me, it's like my all-time favorite animated movie. So, just Heimlich is the best animated character ever made. Yeah, he's hilarious.
Oh.
One day I will be a beautiful butterfly. There you go.
I don't know what mine will be. It's I listen to so many because obviously my daughters, I'm struggling.
You've set yourself up.
I did. I quite like Brave. That's pretty good. That's probably going to be my favourite Disney princess kind of movie. Mainly because I've got two daughters. I don't just
I was like, where's this coming from, Josh?
Because I don't just watch Disney princess movies, honest.
Oh dear. Your daughters have rubbed off on you, Josh. They'll be proud of you. One day they can watch back these streams and they'll be proud of you.
Well, my youngest daughter's obsessed with the Smurfs, so she's watching.
That's an interesting obsession.
1985 series of Smurfs on Amazon.
Wow, the old one as well.
Yeah, it's like
that's the amazing thing actually about the streaming stuff now is you can set it up for your kids actually, and they can they can search whatever. Well, they can come across whatever they want, and it could be something like really old.
Yeah.
And that's what they're into, but it doesn't matter when you're on streaming, does it? So,
no.
Pretty amazing actually. What it'll be like to grow up with streaming.
Timothy said Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch is amazing, to be fair.
Yeah, my daughter's obsessed with that as well, actually. I do like that one.
I do like Lilo and Stitch. Does anybody remember the TV series?
Yes, my daughters watch it a fair often.
When I was a kid, I remember watching those, and it was when they were having to they had to fetch back all the different experiments because Stitch wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
So they had to get back all of the different experiments. That was hilarious. I remember that. You have the one that eats the sandwiches all the time, makes the sandwiches.
Yeah.
Can't remember his name, but yeah, it was great. That was.
I don't watch it. I just stare at it. But I don't. I don't take in most of it. It's just,
Stitch is hilarious. Iki chiki waba.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, but if we get into animated stuff, I will start doing impressions. Because I'm a child, so. Yeah, Timothy says Lilo and Stitch. Loving it. Lilo and Stitch, should I say. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, there are some great animated movies out there. To be fair, I agree with I can't remember who it was who said it now. Was it Hristos who said How to Train Your Dragon, or was it Timothy? But yeah, How to Train Your Dragon's up there for me for animated movies. Shrek 2.
Shrek. Yeah, Shrek's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah.
Puss in Boots. Great. He's great character. Donkey.
Yeah. No, I do like
great.
Shrek.
I mean, we're going into other animated here, but
DreamWorks, isn't it? Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie, I have to say.
Yeah, Shrek's great.
You can't beat the original one. I think that one was the best. Yeah.
I don't know. I really do like Shrek 2. It's one of the best sequels ever made, that film, is Shrek 2. Because of the characters they introduce.
It is good, but I think the original one...
The original is good. It is good.
Tries to get Swamp back and, Donkey tries to get sold and does a talking donkey, It's, yeah.
Yeah, classic. It is great. Can't argue with that.
Yeah. And Lord, I can't remember his name now, but...
Lord Farquaad.
That's it, the midget. It's like... it cracks me up.
And her Disney movie as well, Pirates of the Caribbean. And I really don't know that many more Star Wars. I feel like Josh having kids is rubbing off on the stream here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lots of bringing in Disney princesses. God, Josh.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Al says, I boycott Disney cartoon movies because I'm a boy. My boy had no interest, and I've never forgiven them for the trauma I suffered watching Bambi and Dumbo back in the day. Very true. Traditional Disney stuff, I'm not actually that keen on. I don't like the musical Disney stuff very much, and to be honest, I watched it all as a kid, but it's because it's the only videos we had. But if I had streaming nowadays, I'd probably watch nothing but SpongeBob and lots of stuff like that. Because SpongeBob is a legend. SpongeBob was hilarious.
Yeah, I did used to love SpongeBob, to be fair.
Just Patrick. Patrick is hilarious.
Yeah.
What number is better than 24? 25.
Yeah.
Oh, I love SpongeBob. Great.
Yeah, it's funny. I quite like Squidward and how they really annoy him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. And Mr. Krabs, who lives in Bikini Bottom.
Indeed. And Rystar says Over the Hedge is my favourite animated movie.
That's quite
good funny film.
Yeah.
Good funny film, to be fair. Can't blame you on that one. Cannot disagree on that one.
I've got Pirates of the Caribbean. I haven't seen them in years.
Pirates of the Caribbean are great movies. Yeah, you forget that they're Disney.
Yeah.
I need to watch 3 of them again, actually.
Yeah, I was thinking so.
Great little movies. They got worse as they went on. I don't like the newer ones, personally, but...
I don't think I've seen the latest one.
I wouldn't bother if I...
Then again,
they're very over the top and not as good as they used to be. The original trilogy was great. That's about as far as I'd go.
Yeah. I only saw Endgame a couple of months ago, so...
Ruas says, SpongeBob, I watch it with my daughter, and then when she goes to sleep, I can keep on watching. I don't blame you, mate. It's great. I love SpongeBob. It's hilarious. Still makes me cry to this day. It's funny. Very, very funny.
So my daughter's on that into SpongeBob. I think it's a bit...
No.
It's
one of them, really. You either are or you aren't, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like Marmite. But yeah. It's whatever your kids catch on to.
Yeah.
But yeah, SpongeBob. So it's just Patrick for me. He just cracks me up. Liar, liar, plants for hire. Great.
Mm-hmm.
So many quotes. There we go. Started to glow up Steelia a bit. She's got a bright orange going.
Oh, nice.
Kind of. Not focusing very well, but there you go. Got to do her weapon and that, but got to put some dark blue on her.
most of the base coats on them.
Wicked.
A bit more, but I'm gonna leave it now because my arm's killing.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah. Don't blame you.
Yeah. So I'll just sit in the chat and talk.
I mean, I think we're nearly there anyway. Actually, we are nearing 2 hours. I can't really go over 2 hours because the stream cuts off a bit on the post video. So but yeah, I think we will start to wrap up there, guys. I've managed to get a little bit of painting done, but as always, I'm more chatting to you guys really. But Humvee, I've done there. He's actually looking quite pleased with how he's come out. Actually, nice highlighting and that on him now, so it looks pretty cool. And just before we started the stream, I just about finished doing Leviathan, so he's all done, ready to go. And then, like I said, I've just base coated and whatnot. Put a second layer on Steelia there. She's not got too much to go. She doesn't really need much highlighting, so just need to paint the rest of her up, which I might finish her off now, maybe, but we'll see. Probably just going to chill out now. But thanks so much for watching tonight, guys. Thanks so much to everybody tonight Ruas, Al, Arnold joined us for a little while earlier for dropping super chats. Much appreciated. It all goes towards the channel, goes towards everything that we do, which is fantastic. And there are lots of new things coming out soon that we need to put stuff towards. So thanks so much for that. I hope you guys have all enjoyed the chat, as always, to get some hobbying done. And just if you just wanted a bit of a chat and whatnot, as always, we enjoy doing these, and we'll keep doing these on Sunday nights. Hopefully you guys can keep joining us. We've enjoyed you being in our presence, as always, guys. Thanks, Josh, for joining us tonight.
Pleasure to be here again. And thanks for everyone who's joined in the chat. Yep. And it's been some fun chat tonight. Next week, TV series, guys. And hopefully we'll have some other miniature gaming topics as well. I'll probably have Prior Nexus to chat to you guys about, because I'll have received that as well. And I'm sure there'll be some other things as well. I'm going to go and check out Stargrave now as well, I think. So thanks for watching, guys. And hope you have a great week ahead of you guys. As always, happy skirmishing, guys. See you guys.
Hey there, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please do throw a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when any new content drops. We do one battle report a week covering various skirmish games. There's also Patreon if you wish to support me and the channel, and we are trying to reach our first funding target, allowing me to go part-time and make more weekly scheduled content. You can go and sign up and show your support in the link in the description below, just like the awesome people to the left of me. And until next time, guys, enjoy and happy skirmishing.